What's up, guys? Good morning. So, sitting here, just got done eating my breakfast and kind of wanted to go over some thoughts I had as far as some of more stuff that I keep seeing online about all these Instagram coaches. I made a post yesterday about a lot of them talking about some of these movements that they use to get big and gain muscle, and oh, you got to do these and got to do that, and half of them are just dumb, obnoxious movements that are just basically accessory movements, guys. I appreciate all the people that are commenting on the last couple of videos that have understood exactly what I'm talking about as far as, making sure the rest is down, making sure you limit your sets to 2 to 3 sets, doing less movements but with more intensity and things like that. So, guys, those are what is going to help you grow. I've had over 30-inch quads for many years, and I didn't get there by doing lightweight and a ton of reps, or even 15 reps. I mean, 15 reps would be considered way high for me. Have I done that sort of program? Absolutely, yes, I have. And the only thing that helped me out in that scenario doing that was that I got to do maybe a little bit less cardio, but I didn't look as good. I was never full. I didn't have any separations. I just didn't look as good. And that's what happens with many people is that you start doing reps, you start depleting your muscles, and then you're like, well, I'm doing more. Why am I not growing more? Well, you're doing more than what your body is able to either one, recover from, or two, has glycogen for. So the bigger you get, the more glycogen storage you're going to be able to produce in your muscles from the food that you're eating anyways. So don't mistake when you're just starting out, if you're doing a ton of exercises. I've seen people do 7, 8 to 10 movements for arm day, and it's like no one needs that much stimulus. It's just it's impossible to grow. Or people that do arms 3 times a week, or oh, I do it more because I want it to grow. It's not going to happen, guys. That's not how it's going to work. I mean, listen to Dorian Yates preach. He worked out 4 times a week. How many can say that they do that? I mean, that's an extremely boring week for most people. I mean, even for me, taking one day off, it gets pretty boring on that one day, but nevertheless, that's what you have to do. So, guys, don't fall into this trap where you see these dumb accessory movements, or you hear that, oh, you need to change things up, or you need to do this, you need to do that. That's not the way you're going to create stimulus and a consistent progress. If you listen to Jay Cutler talk, he did the same exact movements for 6 years when he was doing in all of his Olympias, 6 years straight. I did my program that I use still to this day. I've done it for the last 4 years, and I've never not continued to make progress. If progress is the goal, and I continue to push and continue to do the exact same thing. When I go in the gym, I look at every single piece of equipment that I use every single time for whatever I'm doing that day, just to make sure that it's working still. I mean, that's how focused I am when I go in there. So I just want you guys to understand that a lot of the stuff that these people are telling you, or that you're seeing for these movements and stuff like that, it's just so they can be a little bit different, so they can catch people's attention, so they can get you signed up on a training program. Guys, don't fall for it. And I'm not saying that so you can join me on my program. I'm just telling you that this comes down from the best bodybuilding coaches in the world. I've worked with Matt Jensen. I've worked with Justin Compton. I've worked with several other, Cameron Creek. I've worked with many of them, all professionally and personally, for some of my preps as well. Even some that I'm not even going to mention that I've worked with for gear regimes and all types of stuff, guys. I want to relay good information so people have a place that they can come to. They can ask serious questions and not get dumb answers because they want someone to sign up with their training programs. So just remember that. And also, another important tidbit: if you're going to work out in the morning, eat in the morning. Do not go and try to get a good workout in if you're not going to eat your food before you go. That's very important. And I know a lot of people, well, I don't have time in the morning, or I don't want to get up that early because I go to the gym early. And it's, guys, you have to get fuel. You got to get your fuel in. Bodybuilding or building muscle or anything like that is performance, based on performance. If you're going to go into the gym and you're already half-assing your ability to lift more weight by not eating food and getting the fuel that you need, you're not helping yourself. Trust me, it's not going to help you at all. Get up, eat your food, even if it's something simple like a protein shake and a bagel or something like that. If you just can't simply make a bigger breakfast, you need to eat before you go in. So keep that in mind, guys. Food is fuel, and you need it. You need it for performance. So that's really all I had today. Just kind of think about that when you're going in and doing more movements than you might need to. Think about your recovery. Think about things that you do outside of that. When you leave the gym, if you're sore the next day, things like that, kind of gauge how much you're doing. So if you guys have any questions, sorry, it's early still. If you guys have any questions, drop a comment below, and of course I'm happy to answer them. And yeah, so hope you guys have a good morning and a good workout.